Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Off the Rails podcast. I'm your host, Gregory, and hopefully we won't have the same audio issues we had last week. And speaking of we have Ben.
Hey, my name is Ben. I identify as an AK assault rifle. My pronouns are pew pew.
Ben, I'm going to start just not introducing you in this fucking podcast. We have Ben 2.0.
Hello.
Yeah.
And our special guest, how would you like us to
How do you
call
identify?
It's not how you identify you. Are you?
No, thank you. I identify as an Apache helicopter.
Your pronouns are view view vroom vroom.
View, vroom, vroom. Fucking pick one, Ben.
I think it would be whoosh.
Whoosh whoosh. Yeah, whoosh whoosh.
Why are we talking about helicopter?
Helicopter.
Ben, you... Okay. How would you like us to call you? Not identify you as, Ben, because that's not important.
Just call me Lou.
Lou, okay. All right, Lou. Welcome to your first episode of the podcast, and hopefully not your last. You will see why so many people have tried to give up on this podcast due to a certain someone.
Don't worry about it. It's not me. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't worry about it.
Best part, Ben, is that I didn't say any names. You just started talking.
It's definitely not.
I think he knows.
Oh, he absolutely knows.
He caught on.
He did caught on. I will say I believe I'm for the most part like a really nice person, right? But I will say that the meanest that I probably will ever be, or on average, is when I'm driving through traffic. There's nothing there's no other time that I can see myself being like just the meanest person ever. Just when the speed limit is 35 and someone's going 25 in front of me during rush hour, the thoughts that go through my brain would get me on a psychiatric hospital.
It's the illusion of anonymity.
I wonder if I can go to jail for bashing this person's skull in.
Oh, you can always try, you know.
Worst case scenario, they just let you off with a warning.
Like, oh, you didn't mean to? Oh, perfectly fine.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. See, you were just in the way of my cinder block I was holding.
Your face was just in clear view of my dad.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was wearing glasses. I thought I was crushing apples for apple juice.
Yeah.
It turns out he's
Wait, your head was on the curb? I have no idea.
Why was your... Okay. I don't know why anyone would have their head on the curb, Ben.
You don't know why? Oh.
Ben, I really want to ask you a question.
What?
Okay, so let's say that you're over... Let's say that you're over a friend's house, right?
Yeah?
And this friend has a girlfriend, right?
Okay.
And this friend call you, like,
What?
busy with her, right?
Wait, what?
Could you use the excuse that you thought it was a cat?
What the hell? No,
Oh shit! I thought this was Whiskers.
No, whiskers! No,
I mean, it's
Man.
I wouldn't use that excuse. I would use, oh shit, this is in the glove compartment? I thought it was in my car.
What the fuck?
Wait. So
I don't know. Oh shit, I thought this was a banana.
Do you think of...
That's even worse. What the fuck?
Okay, I have two questions, Ben. First, do you think women are glove compartments too?
No. I don't know what I think women
So
are.
why would you-
I think women are women in that
Whoa! You said I don't think so, followed by I don't know why I think this way.
No, I didn't. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
I said I was
You
gonna
said
say,
I don't know, I don't think that, but I actually don't know why I think that way.
I was gonna say afterwards. I think women are women, and that's just it. There's nothing special
Women
about
are
it.
women.
Women are women. Yeah.
But you just said that they are glove compartments.
I didn't say they were glove. I'm trying to make.
You said
I
you
can't think
mistake
of
one
something
for one.
wittier to say.
So you would say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I thought your girlfriend was in my glove compartment."
I'm sorry. I thought this was my girlfriend. There, is that better?
It's even worse if you think your girlfriend is your best friend's girlfriend.
Yeah, that way you will lose both your best friend.
No,
and your
even
girlfriend.
better. I'll
Fucking
look at the.
idiot.
I'll look back at the.
Ben, as your
Just
friend,
stop.
I just advise you to fucking stop, dude.
I was
I'll
just
look
gonna say
back and be like, I
stop.
thought you were
Stop
single.
for Ben. Stop for a second and think about what you were actually saying.
Mhm.
That can be really helpful.
Helpful.
What would you say, Ben?
I thought you were single.
Hey, your girlfriend.
Hey, this is my girlfriend. Oh shit, she's single? Oh, that's great, dude.
I
Oh,
thought
it's
she
a
was.
free for all. Fuck, man.
Go ahead, Ben.
What? Are you gonna say anything else? Okay, you want me to say something else?
Already guzzling water out of your mouth, you fucking.
Okay, I got something else for you. Potatoes are the brain of the earth.
Okay, alright.
Potatoes are the brain of the earth.
Okay, Lou, what would you say? Stop choking, dude.
Remy, what would you
When I use
say
the
if you're
excuse-
caught in the act?
When I use the excuse of my, oh shit, this is like a
Oh, Lewis,
cat or
yeah.
something.
Okay, let's say like from the scenario that I
I
just
could
said.
come up with a better shit.
No shit, Ben. You said women are glove compartments first of all.
I wasn't thinking.
Bro,
my god!
Bram, swallow your fucking
Oh,
water.
over
man.
the goddamn
You need a fucking
table.
bucket, bro.
Stop.
You need a bucket,
No,
bro.
I need a fucking bib for this guy. I gotta stop by CVS to go to the freaking kids compartment.
Should we move the computer?
I'm trying to move everything.
Yeah, literally. Come on.
Take a sip, bro. Like if you're
Just
thirsty,
drink
just
it. Drink
fucking
it.
Swallow the damn water. Don't
Swallow
fucking-
with pride.
Swallow with pride.
Swallow with
Yeah,
pride.
exactly.
Hashtag
That's what
swallow
I
with
said.
pride, Ram. Ram, how often do you swallow with? Fuck, how often do you swallow with pride?
Or with
I usually don't get to swallow.
Oh no.
Hey, all I gotta say is spitters or quitters, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How about you? So he's a double time quitter in the last 5
No,
minutes.
I don't think it's a quitter. He's a squirter. He's a squirter.
Oh, okay, not the thing that I wanted
Help,
clip
help,
there, but
help. My
Remy,
phone
good?
number is 777.
okay, Lou, what would you say in that situation? Would you say, I thought you were a tool, right, Ben?
Glove compartment's a tool.
Have you not been in a fucking car? bro?
Why'd you look at me
I
with the
don't
most
drive,
blank
okay?
stare? But you've been in a car, right?
Ben,
I don't think a glove compartment. I think it's a pocket.
I mean, he's technically
It's a
not
car's
wrong.
pocket.
The car's pocket. So,
It's a car
so,
pocket.
So a woman is a car's pocket to you?
No. But I just couldn't think of something to say though.
No shit, Ben.
I didn't want to say I was
I think you're
fucking a
thinking of
cat.
the wrong pocket, my guy.
You didn't.
I didn't want to say I was fucking a cat.
Ben.
I think you're thinking of the wrong pussy you're trying to beat up right now.
You didn't
okay?
want to say you were fucking a cat. So
Yeah.
you said that women are glove compartments.
I couldn't think of something on the fly.
Well, clearly you did. That was it.
No, because it
Okay,
came up
Ben.
with
Okay,
a-
give up. Just give up. Just throw in the towel. Give up.
Ben, I'm taking
Go
a
ahead.
class this semester. It's debate in the Buddhist tradition. I think
Fuck.
you should take it because it might help you to actually think about what you're saying
Or
before
just
you
think.
say it.
Period. Just
No, I like the way it is.
Okay,
I don't
Lou,
want to
what would you
convert
say?
to Buddhism.
That's not even what I was saying.
No, just talking. Go ahead, bro.
I'm sorry,
They'll
that's
be like,
not
oh,
even
shit,
what I
this
was
isn't a
saying.
funeral home.
Okay.
This isn't a funeral home.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually a good one. I didn't think of that.
Wait, why in that situation would you be in a funeral home?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry
I
about
would
it.
say that too, honestly. I think that's a good answer. I think that's a good
So
answer.
if you caught,
I don't know why you answered more quickly than I did.
so
I know.
if you got caught, you would say, "Oh shit, I thought it wasn't a funeral home."
Yeah.
So when you go to a funeral home, you fuck whoever is in sight.
The more the merrier.
Yeah.
More than merrier. Rem, thoughts?
I don't know what's worse, me actually agreeing to that, or you even backpedaling on that too. Why are you my wingman in this situation?
Because
That's when you know that you are deep in the shit. When Ben is your wingman, you're deep in the shit.
Especially if it's a guy, you're definitely deep in the shit.
Yeah,
no, I'm not. I'm biased.
That's what it's fucking.
I'm not a guy. I'm bi. You fucking idiot.
That's his motto.
I'm not a girl.
guy, I'm bi.
I'm not a girl. I'm white.
That's
Um,
racist. You think all women are right?
The majority, yeah.
Oh. I don't do statistics. I don't do statistics, okay?
No shit, Ben.
Nor do I do politics.
Do you know how to do?
The fuck? Wait, politics?
I don't know. I just don't do politics.
Right?
I
Yeah.
think
I do.
I'm losing like brain cells right now.
You know, Chris had the same thing the first 2 seconds of this fucking podcast. Yeah, That's the benefactor right there.
The benefactor.
Or I could have been like, oh shit, I thought this was your mom.
What?
Don't know how that helps the situation at all, but
Yeah, because you fuck his mom.
Who fucks whose mom?
Ben, this is an ABC level course, and you are counting numbers.
Like,
One,
this
two,
is
three,
simple math, and you're doing
everybody,
fucking
yeah.
calculus.
Yeah.
I don't do calculus. I only did trigonometry.
This isn't.
You're welcome. You're all welcome. This is my gift to you.
It's a fucking curse, Ben.
Your gift to me is becoming brain dead.
Yeah.
Ben's gonna be in a coma because Chris is gonna punch the shit out of him.
Who? That's not Chris. That's Lou.
No, he's.
Ben, everything that you're saying is giving this podcast an extra minute of silence.
You're welcome.
We're all just sitting here trying, like,
Because there's nothing anyone can
we're
say.
like, we're all covering our faces right now, just in disbelief of what he's saying.
Oh, that's just Rem, like, throughout the fucking podcast.
That's just Rem. Rem is Rem. Don't worry about Rem.
George, can you please lower it? Please.
Okay, so anyway, I'm just gonna let Ben recover from that. Rem, what would you say?
What?
What would you say in a situation where if your friend catches you fucking his girlfriend? Would you say? Would you use the excuse?
I would say, wow, this is a horrible dream. I'm gonna wake up.
Honestly, that's a way better answer than ours.
That is, yeah. Ben called women glove compartments. You said, "Oh shit, I'm this is not a funeral home." You fucking what do you call it?
Or hey, I thought that was your mom.
Necrophiliac. Thank you.
Why?
So Rem, you would say, "Oh, this is a nightmare that I should probably be waking up from."
I feel like that's
Yeah.
more reasonable.
That is.
Oh, okay. I mean, that is the only reasonable answer I've gotten so far. I'll say that.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
So, Ben, what are women to you?
Woman. Wow. Whatever I say is just gonna be a trap. I say they're just who they are, and they shouldn't be identified as anything or any. Women are women. They should not be identified as anything or any what or any if. They're just who they are. I don't think we should identify them as anything.
You're making your case worse.
You started off well, but then you just shit on your own plate and you ate it. I'm not gonna say anything, but women should not be identified as anything.
Like they should be just identified as themselves, whoever they want to be.
Okay, that's better.
That's a better answer
You saved
than what you said.
Yeah, you totally
I
saved
saved
it.
Yeah.
So you think that women shouldn't be considered pretty?
Yeah, they should be pretty if they want to be pretty.
Okay. But men.
Men, if they want to be pretty, they can be pretty too.
I'm a pretty princess, bitch.
Hell yeah!
I'm glad we're getting these clips on the podcast.
You'd be like, remember the time you said you were a pretty princess? I was like, I don't know what you're
Oh
talking
yeah. This is
on
the rest of
3
the
minutes into the podcast.
By the way,
We're more like 12 minutes in by now.
yeah. Actually, 14 minutes.
I have an
so
impeccable
close enough.
sense of timing.
Yeah, no shit. Okay, Ram. Okay. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna give our special guest Lou the mic here. Yeah. Is there any topic that you're interested in or you like to discuss? Can be anything. Serious, dumb, stupid, Ben.
Damn it. If you'd asked me, I would have said Ben.
Ew! No!
Ew, myself. Ew.
Ew.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I recently had this weird date yesterday.
Oh, let's go, dude! Buckle up in my seat.
Okay, so I was talking to this one girl, and she lives in Connecticut.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, fuck. Me and her talking back and forth, and it was going good, I guess. I'm not really looking for a relationship right now, just dating here and there.
Okay,
But
that's fair.
turns out she's a raging psychotic, or at least in my opinion, like the way that she comes off as, like her mannerisms weren't normal in a sense.
Give me one example of that.
Well, when me and her are hanging out, it's one thing I didn't tell Remy when I told him what happened. But she was like, whenever we were driving around, she was like, "I wonder what would happen if we crashed into that car."
I don't even think of that.
Exactly, and I'm like nervous already. I'm like driving in Connecticut, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I turned to her and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yikes, dude. Oh,
Yeah.
No, I never had someone that said, "Oh, I wonder what would happen if we just died right now."
Like, and she looked at me with this crazed look.
Damn.
Like she was like ready to grab the wheel, and I'm like, I'm not fucking ready to die, dude.
Wow, man,
That's psycho.
that's
And-
psycho.
She's like, she turned like so. It was really awkward when we hung out,
Okay.
especially with that comment that she did. And so I just drove her back home. I immediately left. I was like, fuck that shit, and I left. She's blowing up my phone. Like, she's like, can you please come back? She's begging me to come back. I'm like, no, I'm not coming back. Like, one, it was awkward. Two, the comment she made. And then three, like no.
Yeah.
I already spent too much money on gas. I'm not fucking doing that shit.
No, good. Just just write down your rules and fucking block her.
Yeah.
I mean, she blocked me. I didn't really give a shit. I just lost her number.
Oh, good.
But she fucking texted me, basically to sum up. She was like, can you please come back? And I'm like, no, like, I'm not going to. Like, I'm literally looking at the comment right now.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, oh, you didn't decide what to do. I was like, I did several times. Like, go to the movies, go out to eat, hang out and stuff. But we came back to Worcester, we just hung out. And
Yeah.
not answering any of my questions. I'm trying to get to know her more and stuff. And she's just like completely like not giving a shit. So I'm like, okay. I drove her back. I was like, fuck this shit. And then when we were about at her house, that's when she made the comment. I'm like mad fucking freaked out. And that's when I left. And then I'm on the highway. She's blowing up my phone constantly, calling me, texting me. And I'm like, no, I'm not coming back. She's like, oh, you're a stubborn ass, this and that. And I'm like, hold the fuck on. Like, you went from begging me to come back to basically saying fuck you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And she was like, oh, I'm not even into you. Like, you're ugly, you're narcissistic. And I was like, first of all, I didn't do fucking shit. Like, I literally drove, I came all this way. I spent my own money to fucking see you. And
If anything, it makes her look dumb because she was chasing someone that she considered ugly and a narcissist, right? Like, why would you call and blow up someone's phone that you think it is like
Seems a
that?
little backwards.
Oh yeah, I think she's trying to just make herself feel better, because that way the rejection would be less painful.
No, I've had a similar breakup or sort of thing like that once. I broke up with her, still wanted to be friends, but I initially didn't want to be friends after her response for breaking up.
Yeah.
She was like, if you dance with me, you can't be in my room. If you go anywhere near me or put your hand on my shoulder just for support or anything, I'm gonna call the police on you. Yeah, she really was. She didn't take it very well, and she went the whole extreme route, which I had to save the text messages on my phone in case she ever tried to do something like that. Because I was being nice to her about it. I was like, look, I still want to be friends. And she's like, no, you can't be the friend. I didn't want to be the friends with benefits. I just want to be regular friends. So I totally get that. Like someone you dated or wanted to date ends up being psycho like that. Yeah.
Dude, there's psychos on like all sides.
Yeah.
Scary times, but no, that fucking sucks. I personally haven't experienced that. Like, I've not gone out with many people, and I haven't gone on a date in like years.
fucking lucky.
I mean, in a way, I do think that because like I do have standards, and like there are people that like have, like send me likes on like dating apps, and
Yeah.
some people that I know that like me, like that I used to be acquainted with in real life, but they were just not for me. But like obviously, like I think if anyone really wants to date someone, they can just do that,
Yeah.
But But no, honestly, like I'm glad I haven't had any of these experiences because they definitely sound pretty fucking tough.
Yeah.
Rem, I'm guessing you also haven't never had that experience.
Never had a similar experience.
Lucky.
No,
Mm.
no, did that driving all the way to. No, I don't know if I would drive that far down to go see someone. I think I would just make her meet me in the middle.
That's the thing is that she doesn't drive.
Mm.
Like she so
I'll take a cab.
yeah, but
Yeah.
she doesn't want to pay. She wanted me to pay for it. I'm like no, because I just so recently
feminism, guys, everything has to be equal.
like
Well, it should be
I
equal,
had
but
just
some people
finished
are asking
fixing
for
my
more than
car.
equal.
I just finished fixing my car, so I had basically no money. I literally
Yeah.
got paid. And I still have no money because I'm still paying it off
Mm.
and stuff. So, she was like, "Buy a cab or buy an Uber for me," and I'm like, "No, fuck
Buy
that
an
shit.
Uber for
I'd rather just go to you."
Bro, as soon as you'd have said that, I would have been like,
I would have saved a fuck ton of money, bro. I spent like at least like I want to say like $50 on gas.
Damn.
that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah, it would have to be someone worth it for me to drive all the way to fucking Connecticut to fucking hang out with them
Yeah,
Yeah.
and pay for gas all the way. Nah, dude.
yeah, exactly.
Fuck that shit. Fuck that. But
Yeah. And like she was calling me stubborn and ass. She was like, "Turn around," and I'm like, "I'm on the highway." I'm like it took like at least like 50 minutes to get to my house. So I'm like on the highway. I can't turn around. I'm too like there's no like way for me to get there, especially because it was rush hour too.
Mhm.
So like I couldn't fucking maneuver myself into the exit. So every exit we passed, every single exit I passed, I couldn't go back. Like,
Yeah.
and I was basically in Worcester. She was like, "Turn back now," and she was calling me stubborn and ass, dumbass, etc. And I'm like I'm literally laughing my ass off on the highway because like I kind of knew she would do something like this because
Mm.
she's honestly fucking like something wrong. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to be mean,
No.
but like something's definitely wrong with her in the head.
Mm.
Like, how do you go from begging someone to hang out with them, then you call them ugly, narcissistic, all this type of shit, and you
Yeah.
expect me to turn around?
I think a lot of people do that. Like I've heard of a lot of those scenarios happening.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's called emotional manipulation.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I was like, I'm not falling for that shit. Get the fuck out of my phone.
Oh, good. No, some people, sadly, are in relationships with people like that. Sadly.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does. But I do agree that there's nothing they can do. Like sometimes like they will threaten violence against you. But I do think that there's the relationships where you willingly choose to stay when there's a good chance that nothing will happen to you if you break up with that person. That like toxic attachment that like some like I know some girls or I know friends who know other girls who like who they're attracted to the toxic type of people. And like if that's what you want, go for it. But it's
No.
kind of weird,
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I don't know how you can be happy like that, but if that's what you want,
I feel like it's just torture at that point.
Mm.
I guess I would
Or
actually,
masochism.
I would really want to
Yeah.
see. Yeah, could be. I would actually want to interview someone like that someday, just to ask them some questions because I'm honestly curious about why they would choose someone like that, and why is it so thrilling? Like sometimes it's a kick, like masochism,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's something more, and I would be really curious to know what the
Yeah.
more is.
I feel like broken people attract broken people.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'll say that for sure.
Usually similarities of what people look for in a relationship. So
I
So
think it's the wrong similarity. So
it is, yeah.
oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sometimes maybe the person is toxic
Mhm.
themselves, and they want
Yeah.
someone that's toxic.
like
Someone that understands them is probably what they're looking for.
Maybe.
But they don't realize that they're dealing with something completely different from what they're dealing with, but it sounds similar.
I feel like we all have some sort of toxicity in our lives.
Yeah.
Or like either we're toxic or they're just some part or factor in
Yeah.
someone's life.
Mhm.
You know, there's always one bad quality that we don't see in ourselves that other
Yeah.
people can see.
Oh, absolutely.
Until we are at that worst point, we're like, oh shit.
Mhm.
Like, you know, like recently, I've admitted I'm not the nicest person. I try to be, but
Yeah.
sometimes I can definitely be a dick. But in certain situations where I know that I'm right, like I would have to be more looking at the situation again after it happened to really see what I've done wrong.
No, I mean that takes a lot to admit, and it's not something easy to admit either.
Mhm.
And I will also agree that everyone has their own quote unquote toxic traits, but it's also about like how toxic is it really? You know, is it like I don't know, like you're considered over attached, but you don't like you're willing to be like compromise, but that's just like your nature. Like to me, like over attachment doesn't have to be a bad thing. Like to me, I think over attachment can be a sign of like someone that really cares for you.
It's about whether it's in balance with the other person in the relationship. If one person's highly attached but the other person's not, that's obviously not going to end well.
No, okay, yeah, I will also agree to that. Rem, would you like to talk about this issue for a little bit, buddy, and hopefully not guzzle in your water again?
Yeah, well, I'll say with what Lewis said, we do all have flaws, and I think ideally that's what good friends are for, to point out your flaws and help you improve upon them. Sometimes, obviously, you only learn about these flaws when something sudden and hurtful happens. If you're stubborn, that's usually the way you learn. Hopefully, you'll learn to be a little less stubborn and more willing to see your own flaws in the future.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like once we're in a certain situation that like certain toxic trait tends to get triggered, and we end up like getting into defense mode, and like it probably amplifies that toxic trait.
Mhm.
Like I know for me, whenever I get like confrontational or in a confrontation, I just become mad, like overly defensive. More like when people are usually defensive when they get confrontational. Like I stick my ground, even if I'm wrong. Like if I'm like having an argument with Ben or Remy, if I'm having an argument with one of them, and I know and I'm wrong in a situation, and I know I'm wrong, I'm gonna be like, no, I'm right. Like it's that's where the stubbornness tends to.
I think most people are defensive to an extent. It's like human instinct to
Right.
want to hold our ground. Yeah.
My insecurity is actually my self-worth.
Which I think is like America or just people in general, especially in college. That's like
I feel like that's
probably everyone.
I feel like that's when everything gets broken down. Like, I feel like college is like the real testament to show who you are and puts you to the fucking brink of like the worst that you could possibly be. But it also helps you pick up those pieces and become a better person.
Yeah.
Right. If only school didn't cost $50,000 a year to live and food wasn't garbage.
True.
Right.
And teachers would and the teachers be like unfair and shit.
Yeah. Welcome to the college experience, everyone.
Yeah.
Woo! Fun fact: I actually used to come to this university. But financial wise, it was just too much for me.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Okay, my college experience has been 90% positive so far.
Besides that one semester.
Ben is looking at me funny. He's giving me a weird stare.
We all know. I think we all know what we're talking about over here.
What the fuck is that face?
It's maybe like the fuck.
I thought you were just taking a shit.
No, I'm like the fuck. What? Like
It probably
my
is,
college
honestly.
experience up until like 2017, where I was at Becker, literally it was just me contemplating like, man, am I gonna like? It's not the friend issue. It's more so just like, am I gonna have someone special be with me that actually is like right for me? But no, every time I find someone, they end up like being like a heartbreaker or like some shit, So like I like my college experience is great when it comes to my friends, like you guys, but when it comes to relationships and shit like that, it's like, god damn, I don't think I'm worth this chick in a crop top type. I don't think I'm this muscular guys type at all. Like, you know,
Oh,
like, I
would
don't,
you say the most? Sorry, man. Just real quick. Would you say that the muscular guy is fit?
yes. And I'm actually not into fit man. I'm actually into like nerdy man.
But,
What if they're fit and nerdy?
Ooh.
It's a bonus at that point.
Okay.
And I'm more
What
into-
bonus, man? What bonus are you talking? If one is a negative and one's a positive, how is it a bonus? It's like saying, "Oh, I don't like."
Because hey,
I don't
at
like getting
least they're
punched.
nerdy. Because most fit men are not that nerdy in my opinion.
So your issue with fit men is that they're not nerdy,
Yes.
not that they're fit.
Like they're just all about the protein shakes and shit. And I'm like, no.
I feel like in high school it's more of that. It's more like the
Yeah.
bonehead jocks. But like in college, you have like muscular men who are into like Magic the Gathering or video games
Yeah,
or
I have not-
academics.
I just need to meet them.
Yeah, look at Gregory and me.
Oh,
So-
We're nerds.
I'm wearing bloody extra large. I probably should have worn a large shirt. This is an extra large. It makes me feel like I lose. Like,
Yeah, I wear
20
extra
fucking
large
pounds.
shirts too, and I'm actually a large. I get
Over
that.
here, like
But no.
No, that's just
I don't
a.
know.
no, I've been hitting the gym. It's just been very difficult because I work overnight, graveyard shift.
Oh, that shit sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. And like, oh yeah, also to counteract to the whole dating thing, I literally went after I went out of work. So I get out work at 10. I work at 10 p.m.
Jesus, fuck.
and I get out at 6.
Honestly, dude, y'all need to have more fucking self worth because like that shit. Like as soon as the girl was like, "I'll pay for my Uber and drive to Connecticut after
It's
after
like,
job," I was
bro,
like, I'll be like.
that's like, no.
You can find a really like if the person's attractive, just find someone that's rich that can do that. I'm not gonna pay that shit.
No.
for just
If you're going
after
I'm
my
not a
shift,
sugar
I'm
daddy
going
at
to
that
the gym,
point.
bitch.
No,
And
no,
if
I'm
you
not a
wanna,
sugar daddy.
and if you wanna make, nah, bro,
I have no-
$50
I have no
for
sugar
gas, fuck that.
Like,
shit.
no, fuck that.
And then I gotta pay for dinner. I gotta do a bunch of shit.
I'm
While-
glad I didn't get to that.
While
point.
she stands there like a fucking plant, like absorbing the light of the sun.
Okay,
above her.
photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis.
I was saying that photosynthesis. Yeah.
No.
Hey.
I want a real, legit person.
Hey,
Not
There's-
just some bitch.
I was gonna say there's a reason the only situation I would even consider having a romantic relationship with someone in is if I already know that person well, if they're already like a close friend.
Yeah, which helps. But actually, Louis, did you know that? Did you know like about Rem's?
Type?
Well, not necessarily type, but like, did you know that like if he was in a relationship? Man, no, okay, no, actually, Rem, if you were in a relationship with someone, but that person, because you know that he's asexual, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, because he brags about it like all the time.
Not really.
No, not really.
Yeah.
No, I just kind of make it
Don't-
obvious because I
Greg,
hang out
don't
with
try
this.
to hide it. Don't try to be nice to Rem just because he's a co-host of this
I
podcast.
just make it kind of obvious because I hang out with this group, so I kind of the
I-
contrast there.
Actually, the only time we've ever, like, Ron's ever brought that up is when we actually make it into the conversation.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
never ever outside of that, he doesn't brag about it. Not like Chris is fucking.
He does
it's
brag
like-
about his veganism, though.
He does, but it's not annoying like Chris.
No, it's not.
like
We,
we're
we
getting all this
literally
on
can't,
record.
we can't go out anywhere. Just for the record, we can't go out anywhere without Chris like shooting our stuff down, like constantly. Remy is the only person that's like he's vegan, but he's more open. Like he's more like he'll go to any restaurant we go to, but he'll just make sure that they have vegan options.
Right.
Or we'll all like check to see if they
Yeah,
have vegan
and-
options.
And if anything, they can just bring like a head of lettuce, and he can just
Oh,
go
God. No, honestly, a solution
My
which
favorite.
honestly a solution which works well at almost any restaurant. There are usually 2 or 3 vegan sides. Just order 2 or 3 of the sides. It's basically a full meal. It's cheaper than a full meal, anyways.
Yeah, you know what's even cheaper? A head of fucking lettuce.
Yeah, it also has no nutritional value. I may as well just drink water. It's free.
Exactly, vegan.
Anyways, what were you going to ask me,
Just
Gregory?
go outside and just absorb it, photosynthesis.
Yeah, be like that girl on the day. Just spread your arms wide open. Just you have to be looking at the sun, though.
Salute the sun.
Yeah, salute the sun. So Rem, if you were dating someone and the person wanted to have sex, What did you say to me?
Oh god.
That you would let them do what?
Sleep with other people.
Oh, so you want to be in a poly relationship?
I don't want to be, but I'd be open to it.
I mean, I respect that.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
like, there's
personally-
nothing wrong with it.
personally, for
I
me,
found that interesting.
I don't share. Like,
Neither.
if I was more open-minded, then yeah, definitely. But the fact, the fact for me is like, what if they end up falling for the person that they're with,
Yeah.
and they're complete opposite of what you are? And, like, it's just a whole bunch of factors weighing in.
Yeah.
Like, me, I'm not the skinniest guy. I'm nowhere near skinny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still focusing on myself, but I love myself. You
Good.
know, and I know my friends love me for who I am. They don't
Yeah.
care about what I look like.
No.
And it's like, honestly, it really helps me. But with relationships, it's difficult because usually 9 times out of 10 on dating sites, it's more of like a beauty contest.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
the dating websites are just meant to make people
Yeah.
more
It's the whole
insecure
reason why
and
I
give
stopped
them
doing
money.
it.
Literally.
It's
Yeah.
always.
I mean, I've gotten pretty lucky. I'm already talking to a couple people, but I mean, it's
Yeah.
nothing serious.
For me though, the issue with me is like not so my looks. I mean, I know I'm not that attractive, but still, like I think the biggest turnoff is when a girl messages me on like a dating website. Is like, so how are you? And I'm like, cool. You want to meet up somewhere? And she's like, she immediately turns off because she realizes, oh shit, does this guy drive?
Nowadays, yeah, growing up, or us growing up,
Yeah.
it would be more.
Like I can get a ride tomorrow for your place, but I can't just go overnight.
Yeah. I
She's
mean,
not
for
there.
me, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather them drive too, so just in case if like I'm too tired to like.
Yeah, like
drive.
I can get around. It just
Yeah.
has to be the day after.
Yeah, because there's times where I'm like, I'm tired. I almost crash on the fucking highway or
Yeah.
on the street. I'm like passing out at the wheel. I'm like, there's one time I actually almost crashed. I was on.
Oh,
I was on
that's
190
scary.
or 90. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was on I-90, and I'm driving, and it's like night. I was like, I had the AC on. I was falling asleep because that shit puts me to fucking sleep. I listen
Yeah.
to music. It's a very good time. I start veering off. I'm like, I'm like this close to hitting the fucking intersection divider. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I almost like, I'm like thinking, I need to pull over now.
Yeah.
It's
Some scary shit.
very.
No, driving is scary. Dude. That's why you should always have like a coffee with you.
Yeah. I don't put any. Ironic thing about me, I don't drink energy drinks. I don't like.
Oh, so-
I would drink soda like a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
But I mostly drink juice, water, or milk. And that's the only shit that I would drink.
What kind of milk do you drink?
I drink like
Human milk?
Oh, definitely.
Maybe on the weekends.
I don't know why you're looking at him, Ben.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know why-
I'm looking at you both.
I don't
looking
know
at
why.
me.
I don't know why you say some shit like that, and then you look at Lou like he's the one that we should be looking at. You said they drink human milk on the weekends, bud.
Yeah.
I've
Don't worry
I've
about it.
actually.
Oh,
That's
alrighty. Lou, how did you, I don't know how you
I-
did it, but you took the spotlight from Ben.
I used to know this girl who she had.
I'm just gonna put the mic slightly closer to you.
I used to know a girl. She had a kid, so she would pump her own breast milk, and she dared me to try it. And honestly, that shit was not that bad.
Yeah.
It was only one time. I don't fucking fantasize about drinking it again. But I was like,
There was
dude,
one time he drank the whole fucking cup. The baby had
no,
nothing
she
to
gave me
drink
she
the whole
gave me
night.
in a shot glass.
Oh, savage! Just put some fucking vodka in it too.
Yo, that'd
Fucking
be awesome.
spiked milk.
You guys are disgusting.
Okay, Brim.
Hey,
Okay.
it's a human body. What do you mean?
I know,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Right. It's biology.
vegan. No, it's
biology.
Technically,
It's-
is it vegan?
I mean,
It's not sentient.
I mean,
it is an animal product, so
it
It
is.
came
Yeah.
from because aren't like humans classified as mammals too or something?
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
it's
dairy,
vegan.
yeah.
Yeah, it's dairy.
Yeah.
But Rem, it's organic from the source. Like you're not putting. Any
Oh, I'm not saying it's unethical. I'm
I
just
wish
saying
there
it's
was
gross.
dinosaurs.
It's the asexual and not the vegan.
I feel like he's just now knowing.
Okay, Darth Vader, you wanna?
I feel like Grady's now knowing who I am. I never tell people any of this shit.
Good.
No, I don't
Welcome
want-
to the Off the Rails podcast, buddy. Remy, you wanna? What are your thoughts on breast milk? Yummy yummy, or
is for feeding children.
It's for feeding children. You know, we are all children.
It's for feeding infants.
especially if the girl, she has a lot of
Go ahead.
Supply.
supply.
What does that mean? Like stored in the fucking fridge?
No, oh hell no.
What do you mean, Lou? What do you mean a lot of supplies?
No comment.
No, all the comments.
No comment.
Ben, you wanna help him out?
Save me, Ben.
What do you mean?
What do I mean by supply?
Yeah. That's the question, buddy. Hello.
Well,
A lot of the manufacturers.
usually if they have enough of it, they can manufacture it in a surplus.
Okay, I wasn't talking about
with
that.
the size. Maybe they have the. You ever been to Hooters?
Ben, you're fucking killing me, dude. You're supposed to save me.
This motherfucker says nothing for 5 minutes, and then
You ever been to Hooters?
and then he's like, "Have you been to Hooters?" Like it's part of the conversation. Like, is that where you get your fucking breast milk from? Like, what do you mean?
I hope not.
What are you talking about? Have you been to? What kind of question is that? Oh, have you been to breast milk? Have you been to Wendy's
I feel
before?
like the inner child in him, whenever he goes to Hooters, just came out. He's like,
No, it hasn't.
Bro, do you dress like a fucking baby when you go to Hooters?
No, but I have stood on a stool while Hooters employees started clapping and singing to me.
were they
Ben,
jumping up
Ben,
and
Ben.
down?
It was the first time.
Ben, you been
Hooters
to
finished.
Hooters?
Twice.
Was it good?
The wings were meh.
Shut the fuck up.
Get the fuck out of here. We
The
all
wings-
know you didn't
The
go for
wings were mad. The salad was actually
No,
not
the
too-
double
He went
D-
for
what
the
the
fuck do people? Do people
The
go for
double
the-
D cheeseburger was my favorite. I love the double D cheeseburger.
because of the dairy in it.
Are you talking about the meat or are you talking about
The meat, like the burger.
They're both meat,
There's
genius.
an actual thing on the menu called a double D cheeseburger.
Yes, but there's also called thing the natural double D that women have.
The double D's, yeah.
I like how he asked if Ben has ever been to Hooters. He's like, well, yes, but the
The
meat
meat
was divine.
The meat was divine. The meat was so
The
divine.
salad needed a little bit more seasoning. But besides,
I don't like the
I'm not complaining.
chipotle wings. Or was it wasabi? I don't remember.
Who the fuck goes to Hooters and fucking does
and
it for
tries
free?
to order anything? Like you go to Hooters, like, man, I cannot wait to get that fucking cheeseburger from Hooters. That's why I'm
It
not
was a
going.
good
The only
cheeseburger.
ones I'm thinking about are the fucking.
Also,
waitresses.
Ben, why don't you go to any other place? But
I prefer Buffalo Wild Wings.
So why did you go to Hooters then? Twice.
Because it's my first time in high school that I did it.
So why did you go the second time?
Why'd you go?
Because I don't know, it was my first time.
Bro,
Wait, hold on. Can we
My
go back to
family.
Why'd you say that?
Your family! Whoa,
My family
your
took me
family.
Why'd you sound so close up? He was like, "Cause it was my birthday."
It was my birthday, guys.
You
I
sound
was
so
embarrassed.
fucking
I was embarrassed.
He wanted the double D cheeseburger special for his birthday.
He wanted the fucking double D's, alright?
Okay, two things. I've never been, and I'm never going on a
I
fucking
feel like
Hooters.
it's basically the strip club for food at that point.
It really is, yeah.
And you have been to it
I
twice.
prefer
Ben.
Buffalo Wild Wings though.
So why'd you go to it twice?
Because I was in high school and my mom wanted me to experience it. Plus
That's actually
plus my
okay.
aunt. Plus my aunt works there. No, my aunt. My friend works there. I have a friend that works there. Or used to work there.
Your friend to your aunt.
My
How
friend.
you confused? How you confuse
the
your
fuck?
aunt for your friend?
Because
How do you
No, wait,
confuse
hold on.
your
How did
aunt
you
for your
Exactly. How
Because I'm her son's uncle.
your son's nephew?
I think you're completely missing that point, my guy.
I thought uncle, and I'm
We're
like,
not asking what
no,
a fucking aunt
friend.
is, dude. We're asking how you confuse your aunt
What
with
kind
a
of
fucking
porno are
friend.
you walking into right now? The fuck, like you're
I
fucking.
confused the uncle word with my friend.
Yeah, it's like the
Uncle
same-
word. Oh, yeah, that's not my
Is that your
mom.
safe word,
That's
Ben?
definitely a
She's
porno.
my friend.
Ben,
She's my friend.
that's like almost
From high
confusing
school.
your
That's the
mom.
name.
She's my friend from high school.
But she's your aunt.
No,
Then who's your aunt?
no one that works at Hooters.
Oh, that was okay. That was oddly like
Why'd you
defensive.
sound? No,
That was
first
really
of all-
defensive.
first of
He
all,
was
why
like-
are you- he sounded upset.
He definitely
He's
does not.
like,
Who's your aunt? You
No
could have
one
said
knows.
a nice lady. You said she definitely does not work at Hooters, guys.
No, actually, my friend stopped working there because the service there is shit. So
The
or-
cell service.
No, the employee service.
Does anyone care about the service when you like? If you're going to Hooters, you don't give a shit about the
She worked as a bartender at another place and at another place. She's just a traveling bartender at this point.
a milk bartender or like.
Like alcohol. I actually liked her mixed drinks sometimes. She made a good. I forgot what drink it was, but it was so good. It was good.
I don't know how the fuck we got on
Was
this
it-
topic.
Was it the double D spiked
No,
milk?
no.
Was it triple D spiked milk?
Bro, this is my nephew's mom. What the hell? This is weird.
This is your nephew's mom.
Yeah, she's not related to me, but
Your
we're friends.
friend?
I don't know why the
Your
fuck you're trying. I don't know why
nephew's
you're
mom?
naming the title of your porno. Okay, guys.
Your friend is your nephew's mom?
Yes, that's exactly
What
what
do
it
you
sounds
look
like.
at?
Doesn't make any sense.
So her son is my nephew, but we're not related. I asked her.
Her
if I
son
could
is my nephew. I'm her brother, but we're not related.
No, we're not. No, we're not. She's not my brother either. No,
What?
no, we're not related.
Take
at
a
all.
deep breath.
How
my
many
guy.
times have you been to Hooters, kid?
I think this
Yeah,
is.
you have fucking double D on the brain. That's why you got.
He really wanted to put the. He really wanted to toast those buns, huh?
No, I
the
don't.
best part was
She's not my
when we
type.
asked him why he's been there twice. He's like, well,
The second.
I went there once for high school, and it was like, man, there's one more instance missing. And you're like,
Okay, so the second
For
instance,
my
your mom just
birthday.
wanted to experience it.
No, my mom didn't want to. She wanted me and my friend to experience it.
Did they go
experience
with
the
you?
fucking Hooters experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't drive. My friend didn't drive at the time.
Your
so-
mom drove you to a fucking Hooters?
Yes.
I have respect for your mom, but goddamn.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, my guy.
So whose milk did you drink?
No one's. I have drinking milk before though, but no.
Whose milk did you drink?
I wonder if I
No
jump
one.
off this
But
podcast.
I have drunk milk before. Oh, thank you, Ben, for giving us a really cool.
I wonder if I
interesting
jump off
fact.
this balcony, it'll kill me from listening to that.
No, but Ben will die.
Oh, we thought off the balcony. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, but I know where we should go for. Okay, so I'm not going. I'm gonna drive y'all. One of you, between you and Ben, for one of y'all's birthday, we're gonna blindfold you. hold on. The both of you for y'all's birthday, but only one is going to Hooters. The others are going to a restaurant. But if you don't wear the blindfold, you have to pay for your own meal. If you wear the blindfold, you will get like an actual party special
Why do I need to be blindfolded?
for the content. So you don't know where you're going. So one of you for your birthday is going to Hooters for the first time. I'm not going yet. I'm just driving.
No,
And the
no.
other is going to go for a nice classic restaurant that's not filled with
boobies.
Ben's aunts and friends and all that. But yeah, and they're gonna record it for content for this podcast.
I'm
Fucking
down.
Set up the mic and just like sit there and just.
This would just be
blindfold.
a food tasting thing testing that. in that
Oh,
case.
You're going to Hooters for fucking food tasting?
Yeah, I like food.
No
That's
shit,
not
Ben.
the point, Ben. If
What-
you did, you would be dead.
What's the
but-
point of being blindfolded if I don't know? The part of being blindfolded is to know what food you're eating.
That's the whole concept. It takes away what you're eating, dude.
But it would be fun to guess what I'm eating.
We should blindfold Ben.
Because I don't know what's on the menu. I have to.
No,
look at
no,
the
you know
menu.
what, Ben? Great fucking idea, buddy. One day we're gonna blindfold you and then just put like, we're gonna get some nice cool things for you to eat, and you're gonna eat them. Oh, they're gonna be delicious.
A bag of dog shit.
Salt and pepper frog legs.
Yummy. I actually want to try that. That's
Whole
good.
testicles.
Oh, I've had both before. It's called energy drinks.
I saw he said he had bull testicles before.
Did they say bull sperm?
Yeah, because that's what energy drinks is. That's what the taurine is.
Taurian is bull sperm?
That's what I've been told.
It
From
does
a
make
who?
sense. Think of the name. Taurine comes from the same root as Taurus, like a bull.
Yeah, so energy drinks.
That does
is
not
good
surprise
for
me.
It tastes good to me.
Oh, we know it tastes very good to you, Ben. Don't worry about
Monster
that.
energy drink is good like that. Yeah.
You're not helping your case here, man.
Ben's never helping any of his
I feel
cases,
like
bro.
you're just digging your own grave at this
Oh,
point.
he is.
Fine,
Every
don't
single
worry about it, don't worry
podcast,
about
that's pretty much all that he does.
I mean, hey, you gotta respect the man for owning up to that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
exactly.
definitely takes a lot of balls to. Reload. All right.
Oh my god, I want to come on here all the time, dude. What the fuck?
Me after vasectomy with my wife.
Where? What? How?
Look, can you repeat what you said?
Huh?
Can you repeat what you just said?
Oh!
He said he wants to come on this podcast all the time.
No, what did you say actually?
Oh yeah, I said I want to come on this podcast more.
No, you didn't say on this podcast. You said here.
Yeah.
So can you repeat what you said?
What? Oh, shut up.
Oh man, wow.
Oh, shit.
So did you reload, Ben? All good?
Yeah,
Ammunition is back.
yeah.
Okay, he's good.
Good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
If you were a gun, Ben, where would your reload spot be?
Oh hell no. I feel
Uh,
like he already knows the answer to that question.
I think we know the answer for the question too. Rams would
give me
be.
my mouth.
Rams would
Give me
be.
my mouth.
We take out your mouth to reload the.
No, no, no.
Where the
no,
fuck
you
is it
don't-
coming out of?
No, you put the ammunition in the mouth.
Don't
where's
do
it-
that.
where
Don't
is
do
it
that
coming-
motion.
No,
Don't
hold
do
on.
that motion,
It's
Ben.
not the fact of that. It's where the fuck is it coming out of?
It's coming out of my mouth.
So
You said you're putting the ammo in it.
Yeah, put the ammo in it. And when it's
Okay,
done, put it up.
don't do that, Josh.
Don't do that, Josh. Use your hands.
You did that so
That
fucking
look-
not
he did it
accidentally.
probably too. He did it like it was like natural. He's like,
Oh shit!
I like how the way that it was like he was holding a fucking.
yo, Johnny Sins over here. What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
I wasn't paying attention. To be honest,
Ram,
it's my
if-
Italian
if
in
you-
me.
If you were a gun, that was the Italian in you.
Like I talk with my hands.
I wasn't talking.
That wasn't talking.
I was
that
showing you while I was.
that was
talking.
wishful thinking. Rem, if you were a gun, where would your reload spot be?
How do you reload a gun?
Okay, he's too pure for this. I'll
He
go.
is.
I'd rather have it in my ear.
He's not pure. He's not. You should see. Like, I think you could probably barely listen to the last week's episode, but the ending. This guy's talking
The
about
ending
like
was
fucking
bad.
yoga poses and shit, dude. He's like, I'm good at the upward dog. What else the fuck did you say?
Downward dog.
I
So I
said
said
no
downward
one
dog.
noticed at the same time.
That's a downward dog.
You said downward dog. Immediately he said upward dog. So I'm
No,
thinking
but
there's
you
some
asked
kind of
her. You asked
combination.
her favorite yoga poses. Ben said downward dog. I said I'm more fond of upward dog.
And why'd you say that they watch Ben while he's sleeping?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was sleeping in my bedroom.
Yeah, I had to share a bedroom. I had to share.
The fuck? Oh.
Out of context, I slept in a different bed
Yes.
Bullshit.
because it was in a double. It was in a
Bullshit.
double. It was in a double.
Bullshit.
It was a
No,
double
it's
with
not.
It was the
He did.
So
yeah,
you
He
guys
slept in a
room
different
room together.
for a little bit because my room was so hot I couldn't fall asleep.
Yeah, for a couple of weeks because I
I
wanted
think
my
I'm not
best
wrong.
friend to.
No, I was passed out. Don't even think
Upward
about
and
that.
downward dog, baby. Oh my god, they call it the double D, the double dog, bro. Dude, the downward and the upward dog.
That's like a doggy 69 right there, dude.
That's a double doggy. Oh my god, dude. I'm fucking
There's
smart
double
for
doggy
this.
special.
Did you tickle each other's toes or something?
The fuck?
No, I did not. Ew.
Yeah.
Rem, shut the fuck up. Last
Wait,
week,
I like how you
last
said
week
something.
we were on Shein on the fucking room on like a bigger table, and you were like, "Did you try tickling Ben's feet or something like that?" And you were like, "I tried to reach him, but I couldn't." Like,
That is
Wait,
not what
he
went
said that
down.
or he said
That is not what went down, Gregory.
he said, "I couldn't reach him if I tried," and I was like, "How do you know that?"
He's like, because I can't play footsie with him.
Yes, that is what I said.
So tickle each other's toes, you maniacs.
No.
No, I don't want to do that. That is gross.
Yeah.
But you'd wear a stranger's shirt.
Yeah. Because it looks nice.
Oh, you don't know about this, Lewis. Ben, tell us what you would do.
I would look at their shirt and be like, it's I wouldn't actually steal their shirt. I would just say it as a compliment.
He said that he would go up to a stranger and be like, "Oh, that's a nice shirt. Can I have it?"
As a joke. But you
Yeah,
took it-
because they're definitely
you
gonna
took
get
it
that as a joke.
literally.
As soon as a stranger comes up to you and asks you for
He has a point.
and
He has a
asks
point.
you for their shirt
He
or
does.
for your shirt,
He does.
they're gonna think immediately.
But if
that's
I
a
use
joke.
a sarcastic tone,
then you're gonna be fucking in jail for like a
for
day or
having
two.
a sarcastic tone when you say that?
Even some people don't give a shit.
Exactly, Ben.
True.
It's the whole thing about perceiving shit, like wrongly.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like for example, Ben, when you said that you were twerking at Ben's friend, Rem's friend's
No,
birthday
Remy
party,
said that.
but you were
Were you
twerking.
actually twerking?
I was under the influence, yeah. I was headstanding and twerking.
But didn't you just deny that you say that you did it?
I didn't say it, Remy said it.
What?
But did you?
So
do it,
wait,
though?
so Remy said it, but doesn't make so. But you,
It
so you
did happen.
agreeing-
It did happen where I went on my head and started twerking.
So why does it matter who says it? Exactly.
It was at a party.
As long as you had fun, that's.
It was a fun party, yeah, it was a fun party.
Did he or she like it?
Or were you just twerking by yourself?
I was in the middle of the room and everyone was chanting.
Stop! What are you doing?
Also, I
The
broke.
first movie
No,
you think
everyone
of,
loves
you
Ben.
think of twerking?
No, that wasn't the first move. I
Ben,
did.
that's a cat, bro.
That's the wrong pussy you should be fucking impressing, bro.
What? In the middle of the room?
No,
Never mind.
In your fucking Rem's bed.
I'm gonna pour my water on your head, Gregory.
Also make me wet, you fucking creep.
Yeah. No, yeah. I also broke into mid-split during that party.
Did he or she like it?
A couple people pointed at me like, "Oh my god, he did the splits."
On whom?
On the floor?
Ow.
No,
Was that
doesn't
his
hurt
name?
me. No,
The floor?
Hi, my name is Floor.
Her name is Floor.
my name is Floor.
Oh, was that who you were stepping on? You were like, I was stepping on the floor. Was that the same guy?
What? I'm
You
confused.
fucking masochist. All right. You're a masochist, right, Ben?
Yes.
I tend to get those terms mixed up. Sadism.
Sadist means like you want to give the pain. Masochist means you want to take the pain.
Okay.
Oh, I thought masochist was like.
I thought it was like self.
No, I thought
No.
masochist was a masochist. I thought that was men related. Something related
That's
to the
not
to
what
the
that
gender.
means.
Thinking of misandry.
Yeah.
Masochism is when you enjoy getting pain,
Getting pained.
getting like hurt in a sexual
That sounds
way.
like that sounds sexual. That's
Yeah.
the name of your sex tape.
Who derives.
No, my sex name is
sexual
actually Sugar Rush.
You'd be passed out in 5 seconds, man. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
What?
You'd be passed out in 5 seconds. Last week you said that you lasted for 10 seconds.
No, I didn't. That
Oh,
was
get some context to that,
That was out of
Get some
context.
fucking
That was
context.
out of context.
That was that's
While you were in Rem's bed or in Rem's room, you said
Ram
that.
said that.
He was not in my bed for the record, Gregory. He was in the
I was
other
not in
bed.
my-
Yo,
bed
that
is
from
that?
across the fucking room.
I fell asleep in 10 seconds.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
That still sounds out of
that
context,
sounds
though.
pretty bad.
Remy said that, not me.
Okay, so let's just get this clear. You guys roomed together. You had a sugar rush, and you ended up falling asleep after 10 seconds.
Pretty much. I just fell asleep.
Don't
on the
agree.
I
And
fell
don't
asleep on the
agree.
bed.
And
On
Remy
the
happened
bed.
What
to
are
be
you
there.
doing?
And Remy happened
What
to
are
be
you
there.
doing? You agreed. You don't.
Were you there for this?
Yeah.
Okay, that just makes it even worse.
Was it? Was
No,
it?
no, he just watched
it
me
was-
fall asleep, and he watched. Yeah,
I
You
was
guys
not.
are not making this any better.
it was weird. Okay.
Ben, I was not staring at you while you were falling asleep. I just noticed that you went in
Your
the room.
eyes were not closing for 10
No,
seconds.
I just
He was like,
I just noticed you for 10 minutes.
okay,
No.
Okay, let's just-
I just noticed Ben go into the room. I went to the bathroom. I came out of the bathroom, went into the room. Ben was asleep. That is all that I saw.
Ben, what
Okay, he
happened?
saved it. He saved it.
I don't know. I was asleep.
Now Ben fucked it up. I said what happened, and he said no. I don't know. I was asleep.
No, you said I was asleep.
Yeah.
So you don't know what happened.
No, I was asleep. I know where you're going with this, and it's funny as hell.
Oh,
More than me,
okay,
I did say stuff out of context, but it was less than what Remy did last.
Yes, Ben. Last week, Rem did say the most out of context shit we've ever seen from him in the whole 34 episodes we've gotten so far. Yeah.
And that was the one.
No, actually, no, because Rem was explaining how to cook a fucking eggplant. That was pretty fucking
That
funny.
was funny. That was funny.
Dude, that is the
Yeah, Rem's
fucking
cooking tips. I want to do that section again.
cooking tips.
With how to cook an eggplant.
Oh,
okay, there's something
Let's
more
do it
now.
right now. Let's do it right now. Okay,
Let's repeat. Let's repeat what you did.
How would you? Okay, what is your favorite cucumber dish?
I mean, I love a good cucumber salad.
How do you make cucumber salad?
Well, you could do it multiple ways. If you want to do a Japanese-style cucumber salad, which is what I most often do, I'll just chop up the cucumber into cubes.
Wow.
I'll
That's
add some cilantro or parsley.
okay. Is there any prepping meal where you don't chop the cucumber?
Oh my fuck, bro.
So- stuffed cucumber. That's
Okay.
like a good
Tell us how you
salad.
make stuffed cucumber.
That's like an alternative to a salad for a light lunch.
So how do you make a stuffed cucumber?
Well, you cut it in half and you scoop out the seeds,
Wait,
and then you just stuff it with like
Did
what
not
you
say
would
where
use in
don't
a
cut
salad.
The cucumber.
It's fine. He's special. It's okay. Go ahead, Ron.
Usually, when I think you like have to like drill a hole into it and then scoop it out.
Yeah.
No, you
Like
there's
stuffed peppers.
Yeah, stuffed peppers.
stuffed peppers. You cut the peppers in half, and then you fill the hollow part on the inside with filling.
Really? I thought you just fucking take the little stem thing, cut a hole in, and take the seeds out from there.
You can do
I mean,
that.
that's an alternative way to make
Okay,
stuffed
okay,
peppers.
Rem.
But with a long, skinny vegetable like cucumber, you want to cut it in half.
Okay, I know exactly what you got because both of these motherfuckers are looking at me.
So Rem, how do you have any okay, for an eggplant recipe? Do you have any other recipe where you don't cut the eggplant?
Like at all, not even in half.
Yes.
Um.
You can stuff it if you want to, but
Well, there is. What are you doing, Lewis?
just keep talking, Rem. Don't.
So there to make if I'm making bankan barta,
Yeah.
what I do is
What?
I roast the. One way to make it is you roast the whole eggplant and then you peel the skin later, and then you blend up the inside.
This is fucking painful, bro. What the fuck?
I'm just gonna do a nicer kiss in the future, dude.
No, let's say this.
Yeah,
Here's this one,
I'm
feel
gonna
the
peel
pain.
the fucking skin, bro.
like you when I fucking peel it?
I thought when you said
Peel the banana.
that you're gonna roast the whole cucumber, the whole eggplant, I thought you meant they're gonna roast the whole. I was wondering what hole in the eggplant are you talking about?
Oh well, there is actually a recipe for
Remy,
bangan barta where what you're supposed to do, you cut little holes in the side of the eggplant and you stuff garlic cloves inside of them, and then you roast the whole eggplant with the garlic cloves, and then you peel the skin of the eggplant and you blend up the eggplant and the garlic cloves together.
Fucking the show is definitely not brought to you by Adolf Hitler.
Oh no!
It's brought to you by fucking Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
Jeffrey couldn't make his cannibal cooking segment, so we got Remy.
Oh my god.
Remy, you are
That shit was funny though.
yeah. Best part is Rem has.
I'm glad y'all love
you
my
have
Rem's
to
cooking
listen
tips.
to the fucking eggplant shit that Rem was going through. It was
Wait,
10
wait,
minutes
what about
of
peach
just
recipe?
what?
What about a peach recipe?
A peach.
Peach recipe?
Rem,
Oh.
what is your? Do you like peaches?
I do like peaches. Not as much as I like plums or pluots or apricots or nectarines, but I do like peaches.
You just listed like a whole fucking like species of plant.
It's a cross between a plum and an apricot.
Okay, Rem. So how would you eat a peach?
I mean, usually I just slice it up and eat it.
Okay, not where I thought he was going with that. But
Where did you
She
think
eats like groceries.
he eats
He
like
eats like
groceries.
groceries,
Do you ever like? Do you ever like?
Do you have any recipes
peach
for peaches?
before you eat it?
No.
You never licked the peach before you eat
No
it?
foreplay?
No.
Oh, have you ever had a fuck, what's the fucking the fruit that you open and there's like black seeds on the inside and it's a certain shape?
Pomegranates?
Papaya.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was either thinking of watermelon or fucking papaya too.
So, have you had any papaya before?
I have. It was years ago. I don't remember what it tasted like.
How'd you eat a
Why is
papaya?
it so funny?
How'd you eat a papaya, Rem? Get closer to the mic, please.
I ate a slice of papaya, like it was cut in half and then cut into slices.
You and slicing things up, bro. Like,
That's how you make food. You slice things.
how about baked chicken?
I
Fucking
mean,
moron.
technically, you do slice it like apart. Like, if you're not gonna eat the entire chicken by itself,
Oh, turkey.
yeah. Rotisserie
Where's
chicken.
the chopping there, Rem? Do you chop your turkey before you
I
stuff it?
don't eat turkey, you donk.
How about Rem's one opportunity to burn me, and he calls me a donk.
Oh, that's like the best fucking answer I've ever heard in my life. Bro, we should just fucking start saying that as soon as we go back. He's like, yo, what up, you fucking donkey? Donkey!
Rem's one shot, and he chooses donk.
This was funny as
How
fuck.
often do you donk people, Rem?
Oh my god.
I don't know what that means.
Just how often do you do it?
I don't know what that means.
I mean, you said the word, but like, it has
You
to have
don't know what
something-
donk means?
No, and I probably
You
don't want to
say
know.
something they don't know what it means? Wow.
I just made up a freaking nonsense word.
Let's go to Google.
Oh,
Look at what
God.
donk means.
Urban Dictionary.
I don't
Urban
wanna
Dictionary. See what
know.
donk means.
No Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary time.
I do
No
have to
Urban
ask,
Dictionary.
To hit.
To hit?
Yeah, to donk is to hit to hit something.
Like,
Hold on, let's go to Urban Dictionary.
it's like a dragon dildo.
Oh no.
Oh shit, it's so
Donk versus male.
what does it say?
Ben, you want to read it?
No.
I'm blind. I can't read that
I'll read
shit. Read it, Liz.
This is, donk refers to a male's cock.
It's Urban Dictionary. Urban Dictionary says literally everything refers to that.
Wow, Rem, so
These nuts.
It's not that far.
No,
that's just north.
I don't know why you licked your finger.
There's just the air. See where north is.
We're inside.
Wait.
We're inside,
Wait.
motherfucker.
You licked your finger to tell where north is?
Yeah, you feel the wind.
We're inside. The fuck?
You lick your finger to know what direction you're going?
Yeah, it's like a
Because
pioneer,
like,
it's a pioneer
if
tactic.
you lick your finger and like it'll tell you where mostly the wind blows, like it's blowing.
But does it tell you like north, south, west, and east?
Sort of, yeah.
It depends on you.
It's not very accurate though.
No, it's not.
So I say, I give you a simple, what is it? I give you a simple human anatomy concept, and you have to lick your finger and hold it up in a fucking room to know where it is.
To know where north is from the fucking the
Place.
balls to the.
Yes. I didn't know where these nuts is, and I didn't know. Look, you said it was. You said it was up north.
Motherfucker, you should know where the
Also,
fuck
get
it
closer
is.
to the mic, please.
You're welcome.
This is what you sounded like when you're trying to explain that fit does not mean healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think a fit person is a healthy person?
No.
Really?
I feel like a fit person can be like physique wise can be like you and Remy and Ben obviously. But like the way you eat can be like you can so a skinny person can have a very fast metabolism and eat like shit and still be skinny.
Right.
Then they're fit, but health wise, like eating wise, they eat like shit.
Well, fitness means that they do something like a physical activity.
True. And I guess you can put that.
So, would you at least say that more likely than not, a fit person is a healthy person? There are outliers, but would you put money on it?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, like I still stand with my point of like someone can do a lot of activities, but they can still eat like shit. You know what I mean?
Right, but what if their blood sugar and everything, like when they go to take a their physical test, everything goes good because they're still burning all that garbage that they're eating.
I don't know. I just guess that they're like genetically.
They're still
blessed.
killing themselves slowly, just
Yeah.
slightly less slowly.
Like their blood sugar and everything can be perfect, but like their heart, like the arteries can be like blocked up to high hell.
But would you say that is most cases that fit people do that, or would you say that is a smaller percentage of fit people that do that?
I mean, I guess depends if you look at it from a certain standpoint. I mean,
Okay, see, Ram, this is an actual debate, not just saying I don't think it is, so it is not.
like my standpoint can be different from like Ben's standpoint.
Oh, 100,000%. Ben said, I don't think a fit person is a healthy person because to me that is the definition of fit. I'm like, okay, but I can also make my
I didn't say
for anything.
definition. I never said that word.
So what did you say?
I said a fit person isn't a healthy person.
What? But when I looked it up on a credible source, the actual definition, and the first fucking word was healthy, what did you say?
I said that was lies. Yes.
Is it because it is your personal opinion?
Yes.
So can I do that for any word that I want to?
Depends on how.
Gotcha, bitch.
It depends on nothing, Ben. My opinion is my opinion, and there's nothing they can do.
That's your
True.
opinion.
True.
Yeah.
Like if you're just fucking going off and like, fuck was that?
My phone.
Remy,
Hey,
I'm done with your phone.
Broken.
If
It already is broken. He's getting a
you're
new one.
claiming that your opinion is a statement or like fact, like some like in politics and stuff, or
Mhm.
you know, like feminism and stuff like that.
Mm.
Like people are gonna be right there to prove you wrong.
Yeah.
You know, unless you actually done your fucking research and back that shit up.
So you're saying is your own personal definition of a word that's already defined shouldn't come into the facts.
Like I feel like you should look at the facts first.
Mm.
Like if
Did you ever think about that, Ben?
I still think a fit person's kind of gross.
That's fine. That's
a fit person
that's-
can be gross, but it's
Yeah.
relativistically, it's mostly people who eat healthy and do healthy activities.
Yeah.
There
so
are,
by that definition, wouldn't that mean that most fit people are healthy?
to be honest, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, they brought you to the
Hey,
chat.
Hey, Ben.
Ah!
In a general standpoint, if you're looking at it like generally,
Yeah.
it's more people who eat healthy, do
Yeah.
exercise. There can also be a group of people who are like semi-fit. That's
Yeah.
where like different categories come in. If you're semi-fit, you eat like you eat not a lot of shit, but
Yeah.
you eat. It's like a balance. And then there's people who just eat like fucking garbage,
Mm.
like straight up junk food, but still have a high metabolism because they do healthy stuff.
At that
Yeah.
point, you are muscular, but not necessarily fit because you're killing yourself on the inside.
Or even muscular at that point, you're like slender or
Yep.
genetically
Or dying.
blessed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Damn, Ben. The more people we bring in, the
You keep-
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Gregory, it's kind of
weeks.
like how everyone on the podcast disagrees with your assessment of how much money one should take to take their shirt off.
Well, yes. Remember, here's the part where you get it wrong. That is an actual personal choice and personal
Mhm.
opinion. What we are talking about here, genius, Mister taking 6 classes in one semester, but apparently cannot figure out the fucking difference, the difference between A and B, is we're talking about a scientifical and a biological definition of a word.
You could
that
make it
already
into a
exists.
scientist. You can make it into a research.
Great argument, Ben. Wow, great comeback. So
Wait,
glad.
so what
You
are you
make
guys
that
trying to
into-
figure out?
So what happened was, it was me, Rem, and our friend Sheldon talking about pretty much we're talking about like things like, so for example, would you date someone that had an OnlyFans and posting like really skimpy pictures? Fuck yeah! This kid understands.
I don't know. If anyone who
Really?
fucking wants to date someone who has an OnlyFans, I get it. You want bringing in the money, but
No, I mean-
you're fucking. Her pictures are on the internet forever. That shit can get leaked. Everyone can basically see their privates. you would want that instead of having her be, closed off like private, like literally
more
private,
conservative,
more
relationship,
conservative.
Mhm.
Like I feel like that's more of like, and it also goes into like standards. If you
Yeah.
like that shit, good for you.
Hmm.
But me personally, fuck that shit.
Okay.
Because for especially considering there's creeps and hackers
Yeah.
that can literally find out where you live
Hmm.
just from the simplest fucking shit.
Yeah.
If she posts a picture and there's something that they can get off, like
Yeah.
get off like on Google Maps, they will find out where
Oh,
you
not
live
only
and
that,
you're fucked.
If they see you on the street with her, and they take a picture of you too, then
Then you're fucked.
then you're fucked too.
Okay.
And so, thank you for having some comments.
But what was the other
Um,
question?
The other question was, if like, would you? Because if someone approaches you on the beach,
Mhm.
and they wanted to take a picture of you, you don't know this person, but they wanted to take a picture of you,
Mhm.
and there's two scenarios. The first one that they were arguing for is they're gonna keep it to themselves and not post it online.
No, fuck
Anywhere.
that. I'm telling them to delete it.
How much? But they would offer you like, where would that gap be where you would sacrifice your pride? Because like I said, like I would do it for like a lot, like a life changing money. Like if you give me like
Like
$200,000, I would do it.
if no wasn't an answer, I would probably go like at max like $250,000. Mostly because for
A
me,
max or minimum?
probably a minimum. A max probably like 1.2. Mostly because for me, I'm very self conscious. I'm a heavy guy. Like I don't want my shit out there. Like because if that shit gets out there and like he's saying that it's for himself. One, first of all, that's fucking weird. Two, like
Listen to
you have to think about social media nowadays. You find, like I said, going back to the OnlyFans thing,
Yep.
they find you on the streets with your girlfriend and they know her from OnlyFans.
Yeah.
They're gonna call you a fucking cuck. They're gonna think of the worst shit to say, like what happened with fucking Sneeko, or if you follow fucking Twitter or whatever.
Yeah.
He's a very famous Twitch streamer
Mhm.
who literally got caught being okay, while literally being there while his girlfriend was getting fucked by someone else.
Yeah.
And they went off on him.
Mm.
They called him a cuck. They called him. They
Yeah.
told him to off himself. This and that, and the other thing.
Mhm.
I would rather fucking be away from that than go through that.
Yeah.
Because granted, you're getting money, but at what cost? You're literally
Exactly.
sacrificing.
Like
your
at that
own-
point is a business, not a relationship.
Exactly. It's a fucking business. And then like she will fucking find someone who's way better. Be like, oh, you don't bring enough money. I bring the money in this relationship, and she'll leave your ass.
And then the other thing was, thank you for having common sense. I appreciate it. Finally, someone.
You took like
Remy, got
five or
really
six
quiet. You're like,
minutes.
let's ask Lewis this question, and then Lewis
Yeah,
goes to my side. And
you're the
Lewis
first
like,
person out of like 6 or 7 people that said that.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
It's more.
you're the
pers-
first person to agree with Gregory on these topics. Ben disagreed, Chris disagreed, I disagreed, Sheldon disagreed,
You guys have
Luke
no
disagreed.
fucking. You guys have no fucking common sense, dude. I'm trying to be nice, like that. Personally,
Common sense is a slur.
My mind went if they don't get a picture of me
Fucking sorry,
shirtless
man.
and
What
I
the
don't
fuck?
have abs, go for it. I mean that's better. Which I don't
yeah,
have
but
abs.
even still, there's like they're gonna think, oh, she deserves better, and then they're gonna put that in her mind.
Oh, you
And
think
then-
about the OnlyFans with the picture.
But then
Either
also,
or.
like, just taking a picture, to me, it's me selling, like, I'm selling myself for money for a picture.
Exactly, and
Mhm.
think about it. There's gonna be creeps. They can put that shit in the black market. They can track you down. They can fucking kill you, tear
Oh,
you limb
yeah.
from limb, literally, and sell your fucking body parts on the market for money. So
Yeah,
that
that's
one-
a point.
Let's like that's slightly extreme from taking a picture.
See,
No,
that makes a fair
No, that's
point.
actually
Gregory's
true.
arguments did make sense.
That's-
Yours makes sense.
That's actually true, though.
because you don't listen, right?
That's realistic, though.
Was what?
Like, there's creeps on the internet
Yeah.
who would fucking do that shit.
Hmm?
Like, they literally take a picture of
Yeah, that makes sense.
Remy or a fucking little girl coming from school, and they'll put that shit on the internet.
Yeah.
There'll be a ton of creeps on the dark web being like,
Mm.
"Oh, she's high. Like, I want a piece of that."
Yeah.
And it's like that's just realistic. It's not.
Mhm.
It's not looking at it like
No.
extreme. I mean, granted, it is extreme. That's just the fucking world. People don't give a shit.
No, but you also
Yeah.
agree that you're selling yourself for money at that point, and like
Yes.
you,
I know myself.
at least in my head, if you, because apparently Rem and Sheldon would like let someone take pictures of them for like a diet soda or like 10.
Someone buys me an iced tea,
Or like
they,
$10.
they want me to take my shirt off and take a photo of me with
That's
my
from
shirt
their.
off.
That's their preference. That's their standards. They if they like the way that they look and like, okay, someone wants to take a picture of me, fuck yeah. That boosts their self esteem. If it's someone who has self issues, insecurities, then that's when it gets. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, I can also see that too, absolutely. But
Me personally, no. At max, probably like at least beyond a mil, probably 2 mil max.
Yeah.
Minimum half a mil. That's the minimum I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm not going
Yeah,
any
yeah.
more than that. And if not, then I'm a fucking I'm a kill someone. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm incriminating myself. I do not want a picture of me out there.
No. Yeah.
Like
no.
because think about I'm telling you, hackers are a fucking thing. They
Yeah.
will fuck you up, bro.
I believe it.
You cannot delete your fucking footprint off the internet.
No.
Once you're on there, once you make that email, once you make that account for any gaming console, you are on there forever. Even if you fucking delete it, your memory, it's like your memory's still there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I feel like that's only like quote unquote extreme because like people post pictures of themselves like on social media sometimes. So to that point, I agree, but I feel like it wouldn't be specific to this situation because it could happen to like you could take a selfie at the beach and people could still do the same thing. You know what I mean?
Like, what do you mean by that?
Because like you're saying that if someone takes a picture of you, they can post it on like black market, right? But if you take a picture of yourself, like a selfie, and post it on Facebook or Twitter, people and it's public, then people can see that like same way.
I mean,
just screenshot it and do the same.
I feel like at that point, it's the intention of what you're doing. If you're doing it by yourself, then that's different. You're doing it for like you have good intentions with that picture. You don't know if
absolutely.
You don't know if this person has good intentions or not with your picture.
Yeah.
So you're saying for the first scenario, it's that you're consenting to a random person they don't know. So pretty much you're saying that like at the first one you are agreeing to it while knowing that something bad could happen from it.
I mean, if you do agree to it, then yeah,
Okay.
you know what you're
Okay.
signing up for. Like I said, with factors of the scenarios, it's all about your preference or the intention of what's in them.
Right.
With the first scenario, it could be, oh, it's just a simple picture. I mean, it's whatever. Like, but then if you look at it realistically, a lot of bad shit can be done with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's
Yeah.
fucked and extreme, but it's the truth. That's what the fucking world is,
Yeah.
and it sucks
Mm-hmm.
terribly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I told them that I wouldn't date someone that's on OnlyFans that does like super skimpy
Fuck
shit.
no.
I wouldn't date someone that's like on TikTok just like doing the really like bouncy shit for like views and stuff like that. To me, that's just
like wearing
that's
skimpy outfits. That's for our time. That's our time and our time alone. Like the only time I would ever have that happen is like if we're going out to eat and they're wearing like something like slightly skimpy, slightly not. Like you're flaunting that shit, and like I said, it's all about preference.
absolutely.
And but me personally, no.
Yeah.
Like if they have, I'm being straightforward. If your partner has assets to them that are above average than normal people, like people in general, you're gonna want to keep that to yourself, especially because people are fucking gross. They don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about your feelings. It's a dog eat dog world. Like I've had to deal with that because I've had a girlfriend or an ex who was really good looking, and he had guys fucking hit on her, even with some friends too. You know, it sucks, and people just don't give a fucking shit.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all about your preference.
Yeah.
It's all about
1,000%.
it's all about common sense. Would you rather keep them safe, or would you rather have them be in trouble? You know what I mean? It's
That's true. Yeah.
like
Good points, dude. Good points.
and the max thing, like with the whole like OnlyFans thing and like Fee Finder, where the fuck that is, like
Yeah, Ben's been there a couple of times.
That's-
Have I been there?
What are you asking me?
I don't know. I've
You're
never heard of
asking
the
me
website.
if you've been somewhere?
I've never been. I've never heard of the
Fee
website.
Finder is fucking weird.
I believe it.
Like I don't know any shit about like where you take pictures of your fee or whatever. I think, and like you get money from it.
That's
Like
weird.
I feel like if they had that, I would be a little bit okay with that. But it's just like the creeps. Like you have to be like, oh my god, like she has the nicest fee or whatever.
And also, it's the fact that if a creep creeps on you for like when you're like a conservative relationship person, then
Yeah.
more people are gonna defend you, come to your defense rather than if you were being creeped on by a guy multiple times and you still continue to do OnlyFans.
Exactly.
And people are gonna be like, well, you kind of, it's kind of mean to say, but you're asking for, especially if it already happened to you.
Yeah.
You know it can happen again, over and over again, but you're still doing.
It's
the same
kind of like my preference with women who are single moms. You know, it's complete. Like for me, if she has a child, I'm kind of on the fence of that. On one side, like if shit really hits it off, and it's like we're a family.
Yeah.
Like if you break up, you have no custody over that child. You build the bond with the child that you'll never be able to see again.
I would have no issue with that, dude.
Like I'm thinking about it
I
like
don't
that.
mind
Like everyone's heart's gonna get broken. That kid, like if you're around, if you're dating a single mom, and you know, like I said, if you guys break up and you build a really big bond with that child, you lose that, you're never gonna see them again.
No, yeah.
That breaks my fucking heart. I don't want that shit.
No,
And then-
completely fair.
And then on the other hand, it's like you have to deal with the baby daddy. You know, you don't know if he's been to jail. You don't know if he's willing to go to fucking jail. Like I'm looking after myself.
No,
I thought that's
Yeah.
that is only fair.
it's more of a preference thing. If shit hits it off, like we all have to suck it up.
Yeah.
It's just how the world is.
I mean, yeah, it's about preference.
Yeah.
But speaking of preferences, before we close up here, what is your type, Louis?
Huh?
What is your type of girl? Because apparently we know Ben Rems is good eyes and smile. We know Ben's is if they dress up as a chicken for
I
Halloween.
did not say that. No.
Long
Honestly,
story about that.
okay.
Yeah, long story.
So
Gregory, you said my type was
Louis is
nice
talking,
hair.
Rem.
You said my type was.
All right, Remy,
nice
Remy,
smile.
Louis-
Nice hair. Yeah. Yeah, Rem. Okay, no, I know you've only talked for like 3 seconds in this episode, but you know, we gotta give the mic. On this one.
honestly, I like shorter girls.
Fuck yeah, boys, let's go.
I'm 5'8". You know, I'm max 5'8", and like there's always women who like are basically just someone who's themselves. I particularly go for shorter girls, but like I mostly go for girls who just don't give a shit what you look like. You know what I mean? And I don't really give a shit about what the girl looks like. But mostly, if I were to say if I had a type, I'd be like short, basically goth girls.
My man. Fuck yeah.
But if I don't get that, then honestly, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, just because someone's not your
Exact
type doesn't mean that you
Compromise.
don't find them
It's
find
there.
attractive.
It's called compromise for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. To me, I want it to be like a I guess you could say like a four-way thing. Like I want to find them attractive physically and emotionally, and then I want the vice versa back. Of course, like it's not always going to be like that, but that's why you have like standards and shit, you know.
Yeah.
And preferences.
And preferences, exactly.
You see, that's where he started out basically saying it's his preference. That like it's not like he's like saying that it's not. Like he's saying basically this is what I like.
Yeah.
And people take that shit so fucking.
Oh, absolutely.
to
Like
heart.
I'll be like, oh, you know what the best fucking part is with also feminism shit. Like I think the classic feminism was good. Women got the right to vote, right? Like a whole bunch of shit, which was awesome.
Yeah.
But nowadays it's like, you want equality? Absolutely cool. So if the boat is sinking, the only people that get to go first are children. Everyone else gets in line. No women go first, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not women and children.
Equality.
It's children
Yeah,
first.
just children, yeah. Equality, right? But no. Okay, how about this? Women bitch about how like, oh, guys are not like, you know, I want a guy that's like 6 feet and that does
Six pack.
or at least let's just stay with 6 feet because that's a really popular choice, right?
Oh,
Okay, let me ask you a question. Can you naturally, without surgery, change your weight, your height?
yes. Oh wait, you said without surgery?
Without surgery?
Oh fuck no.
No.
Unless you fucking
No.
had like a massive growth spurt.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes,
no.
really good.
Yeah, no. But then when guys say, "Oh, I want a girl that's like 5'4", or I want a girl that's like this specific weight, or like above
Like,
this or under this,"
Big ass, big breasts, like totally, completely good looking. Like
or I guess if you say like the breast thing, that's not exactly something that can be changed, but like
I mean,
like glutes or like weight
yeah,
are things that you can change.
yeah, but, yeah.
But then we get frowned upon for saying like under this or above this, like I don't want them skinny or I don't want them this or that. we get shit on for saying something that people can change, but then they can say something that we can't change, and that's completely fine.
Yeah, like without surgery. Like with surgery, we can do that, but that shit, they're literally gonna break our fucking bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That shit
and
fucking
the
hurts,
trauma,
apparently.
you have to relearn how to walk.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking do that for one girl.
Not worth it for anyone, honestly. And plus, if you're
Even the
shorter,
dream, even your dream girl.
like fucking 5'5"
Yeah.
people do, like the amount of like guys, the amount of muscle that they can put on in a really short time is insane.
So like, so this is I know. It's
You think 5'5" is short, Gregory?
I mean, they're shorter than 6 feet. I mean,
There's this one song by Kanye West and Estelle. Everyone like it's a complete.
Oh, Adolf
song.
Hitler?
No, it's called American Boy, and in the song she describes her perfect dream guy, and he was 5'7". And and this was like what, like 2005ish, I think.
Mm.
Like, think about how drastically women's like needs change from then to now.
Yeah.
Like completely fucking drastic. Like, but yet they don't want to put in the effort. Like, and I'm not trying to shit on women.
No.
I love
no.
women to death.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a feminist, but feminism has gone to the point where it's like you're trying to be superior than us when when you talk about equality. You will have to deal with what we went through all this entire time.
Exactly. So, like, one example is sports. Like, sports is a business. If you bring more money, you should get paid more.
Like how the WNBA.
Men get paid more, get more views, and get more money overall in like soccer
Mm.
than women. Therefore, they should get paid more. That's just how business works. It's not about, oh, it's equality. No, it's a fucking business. And if you don't bring the money, you shouldn't get paid the money.
I saw a video recently. It was like, that's like the WNBA, how they bring in like 10 million, and that's why the women players get like at least like at max 1.2 or something, while the men's NBA brings in 400 million, and they get paid hundreds of million, or like 100 million at max.
Yeah, that's a cultural, societal issue that, men and women go to see men's sports, but barely anyone goes to see women's sports.
Which can be like the case in sometimes, yes, but even still, you cannot agree. You cannot argue with statistical proven facts.
Exactly.
If you bring, regardless if it's cultural or not, if women bring more money,
Yeah,
they should get paid
I'm
more.
not necessarily disagreeing with your
Right.
argument from an economic standpoint. I'm just saying I think it highlights a broader societal issue.
Oh, sure, absolutely. But I think, I will definitely agree to that. But then, obviously, I don't know. I feel like it's a business. If you bring women bring more money, they should be getting paid more. If men bring more money, they'll just be getting paid more. That's how it
totally
makes sense. But okay, I think we are pretty good here.
Yeah.
Hopefully the mics actually worked this time, which I did check on them, so they should have both worked pretty fucking well.
Yeah.
Lou, thank you very much for joining us in this episode. It was really fun. I hope you learned about these two here that they've known for a while. They do some facts that they didn't know about before. Also, next time that you're here, we're going to revisit how the story of Chicken Ben began. Chicken Ben begins.
I'm ready for that.
The new fucking trilogy. Well, Ben, Halloween's coming really close.
I'm not wearing a chicken
If you
outfit,
want a
no.
chicken costume, dude, I got you.
Or if you want a girl who is willing to wear a chicken costume for you.
Oh, and then you can be the egg. And then she can lay you on top of the bed. Oh, dude, I'm fucking god.
God damn.
All right. Anyway, this has been Lewis.
Hi.
This has been Chicken Ben Begins,
Ayo.
and this has been Rem Dem Ben 2.0.
See us.
See us.
See us.
See us. Thank you, Rem, for that exciting outro. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for listening to this episode of the podcast Off the Rails. Don't know what the fuck it's going to be called, but probably something clever and funny as always. Thank you for listening, and we will join you next week, or hope you will join us next week with a potential special guest, Rem.
Oh, yes.
What are the chances? Because we've had this happen before, and then it turns
She
out that
said she's going to join us next week.
okay, we have a special guest that's I'm hoping is most likely confirmed. So it's going to be 4 people again. Lewis, if you'd like to join us again to make it 5, that's
yeah.
absolutely great. The more the merrier. I'm definitely going to try to stay under 6 because I can get pretty fucking hectic with 6 people.
We did that once.
We did that once.
Six
Happen
is
again.
no.
If it gets to that point, I'll opt out. That's fine.
No, just scream louder than everyone else. That usually works. But yeah, is that how you scream, Ben?
No.
Wait, Gregory, how do you scream?
What do you want to know, Rem?
I can
Rem just asked me-
secure this point if you want.
Why the fuck? Last week you asked me if I wanted to watch you do a yoga pose, and now you ask me how my scream sounds like. I'm not gonna give you that clip so you can play on your fucking phone when you're studying, you fucking creep. Everyone, thank you for listening. Rem's a fucking creep. Once again, thank you, Lewis, for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.